Hi, so this is the Lenovo K450 series, and I want to show you the exterior of the case as well as all the internal components inside, and zoom in to the motherboard and show you some of the expandability of the system itself. So you can see this is the front panel, and in the front is a facade with faux aluminum design. So all of that is plastic, but it looks pretty good for faux aluminum. And at the top here you'll see there's the power button, and there is a very deep handle in the top here where you could put a lot of your external peripherals, such as a 2.5-inch external hard drive, for example. If you could rest it up at the top and also plug in your USB devices, or if you're just charging your phone, that's a handy spot. As well as you can see, it comes in handy as a handle itself for moving this CPU around. And in the back you'll find there are two USB 3.0s and USB 2.0 slots. So there's only 4 in the back, which is the biggest limitation. There's also an HDMI and VGA cable, and you'll notice that I actually put in at the bottom there an extension or an expansion of the video card. So you see here I have 2 VGAs and 2 HDMIs. And if I open this up, so what you'll see here is, opening it up is pretty easy. There's 2 thumb screws, so it's just your standard thumb screws. And when I remove the cover here, it just comes off pretty quickly. So I want to zoom in here and show you, some of the motherboard components. So I want to show you here the expansion slot. So the expansion slot also comes in with a thumb screw, and that's convenient because you don't have to pry out any of the expansion slots that are not used. So you simply unscrew the thumb screw here, and that exposes all of the expansion slots, and you simply remove the slot that is going to be used. And now I'm going to zoom in here to the motherboard, and there's a better look once again of the expansion slots itself. And there you see that's the video card that I put in, the extra video card. I do want to give you an overall look here before I zoom in. And one thing I want to note, that the power supply, as you can see here when this goes into focus, is a 280 watt power supply. And what that means is there is extra SATA power cables. So you see there's one free here. And that's usually for a expansion. Give you a good look. That one's not used. And see the second one that's not used, as well as the Molex here. So what I'm going to use the Molex for is I'm going to get a extension. I'm going to get something that expands the USB 3.0 slots. So I'm going to have 5 extra USB 3.0s, and that card will need to be powered by a Molex. Just want to show you in the back there, that is another SATA cable, another SATA power. And you see that's the power supply. So that's a very standard, I believe it's called 21 pin, but that's very standard. So the reason why I'm showing that is a lot of Dell motherboards and power supplies come with a very proprietary non-standard power supply plug, whereas this one actually does come in with a normal power supply plug into the motherboard. And here I'm showing you the SATA. So you'll see there's actually 5, two of them being in use, one for the DVD and one for a hard drive. So I could put in 2 more devices because there's 2 free SATA cables. and you'll see right there is the Wi-Fi. So that's a Wi-Fi receiver. So this motherboard does come in built in with wireless Wi-Fi, and these are the expansion slots, the 5 1/4 expansion slots, and you'll see there's a free hard drive tray there. Just want to show you some of the cabling here in case you want to put in. So what I typically might put in is also a hard drive tray up at the top, so I could have a removable hard drive. Now here's some of the PCI Express. So you'll see there's three of them free, as well as the PCI Express X16 for the video card here. So there's actually 4 free slots, one being used by the video card and also the 3 PCI Express. And just to give you an overall look, and once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a extra PCI Express card that has 4 USB 3.0 plugs in there. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's very limited here, being that it only has 2 USB 3.0s built in. So it gives you a better idea of the back here. But that's really it. That's really what I wanted to show. And hopefully this answers some of your questions. Or if you have extra questions, feel free to comment down below and ask me questions. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe.